So the idea of shuffle skating is that you skate with your skate crew. So you're skating to the music, all doing the same move, and it looks really, really cool. There's just a couple of prerequisite skills on this one. So you need to be able to do a forward bubble and also to be able to skate forward and put your leg back onto the front truck. So most of your weight is still on the foot that's flat. You can absolutely do this with toe stops as well. You just need to be a bit careful that when you slide your foot back, the toe stop doesn't go in, because it's gonna do that, which feels horrible. So what I've actually done is I put my toe stops in all the way up. If you do this a few times, you can just muscle memory how low you can go before it stops you. What we're going to do now is combine the two to form the trucking move. What I'm going to do is my bubble, but I'm going to stop when I get to the midpoint, and I'm going to slide my left foot forward and my right foot is going to go back onto the front truck. Now I'm going to come back to my V, back to the middle, and the right foot's going to go forward and the left foot's going to go on the front truck. So here and then there. So it's almost like I'm doing a stagger move. This move is incredibly similar to scissors. So if you've got that one unlocked, you're going to find this a lot easier. So the weight in this move is all on the foot that is flat. So it's about an 80-20 split. So there's not a lot of weight on this leg at all. Now, the really cool thing about this move is because it's a bubble, you can get a lot of power. So with a bubble, you push from the inside and you can get a lot of speed. So the great thing about this is it's kind of a lazy way to just cruise around the rink. So the push comes from the exact same place when you do the trucking. So we're going to do a push here and then dip. Push, dip. So it's exactly the same. Now, the more you practice this, the more and more effortless it will look. So you look like you're just floating around the rink, and it's really cool. So you may have noticed here, as I'm going around the corner, I'm doing crossovers, but I'm still incorporating the trucking move. When it comes to the crossovers, every time I lift my foot, that foot goes to the back on the front truck. So I have a whole video on crossovers, and if you look at the beginning bit, I actually explain it without lifting your feet, and this is how I'm doing it. I just sort of change staggers like this, but my weight's here and then I lift, and then I swap, my weight's here and I lift this one. So I'm doing crossovers, but I'm floating around the corner. It's very cool. So obviously backwards is going to be slightly easier with the toe stops in, because all that's going to happen is you're just going to stop rather than get that horrible jiggy toe, which is forwards. It's horrible. So backwards, it's exactly the same because you've muscle memoried already. But if the toe stop happens to go in, you're just going to slow down. So it's kind of easier to do it backwards with toe stops in, but you can do it forwards as well. The more you practice this one, the more flow you're going to get. And once you get it, the feeling of this move is so nice. It just feels like you're floating on air around the rink. I'm Katie, you've been watching Skatie, and I'll see you next time. Bye!